been so long.
Hey guys, welcome back to the current sessions. It's been a while. Apologies if you were that keen on it. I don't think it's that popular anyway, but we're doing it. We're back, and yeah, just apologies for it. Just heaps going on behind the scenes of just suspension things and all those things. So we've got some hats finally as merch. So if you want to grab some, just head up the shop. Otherwise, we're coming back. We've got a couple things. COVID stuff, obviously, if you don't know what's going on, well, I mean, I wouldn't watch the TV for one.
No. News is...
if you watch the news, you're just going to make yourself feel terrible.
Yeah.
10 minutes of that and you already feel terrible.
Exactly.
So we don't really watch it at all. So it's a bit better for our souls.
Turn that off.
But, yeah, so if you've ordered some collabs with us, yeah, look, it's finally coming in. It's honestly, the shipper's like 2 months almost behind.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a nightmare with COVID, everything like that. It's yeah, but they are coming. They will be here.
We have some.
Yes.
So currently in this little box of ours, I'm looking at them. I've got some. So we're waiting just for a couple of bits to come for them, and they'll be going out. So also, didn't even write this in our notes, but BA, BF, FG coilovers sedans will be available. So I am waiting any day for them to rock up, and I'll have them. So
is that the street ones?
That will be the street type and the drift type.
Oh, and the drift type. Oh, nice. Yep.
Yeah, so the planets aligned.
Yes.
About 10 months later.
Yeah.
With it. So it's been an interesting one. Also, sad news. Matsuri, we're meant to be going down to Coffs Harbour. Obviously, because we're stuck in North Korea, we can't go down to South Korea and be back allowed in. So they've postponed the dates for that. Yeah, so look, we'll just pray for us. We want to go drifting.
Yeah. Well, we were meant to go down this weekend just past. We were meant to be there for round 3 of Minifab's Drift Comp.
Yeah. So that got postponed as well.
Yes. So that's November. It got postponed to, didn't it? November something in November.
I don't know. It's we want to go drifting. So that aside, there's a couple topics which has really kind of risen up or come about by people coming to us from other companies or other businesses that just won't do a job. That's not even particularly hard, but they just don't have an interest in it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fine, but it's a lot, and it's like it's not even a hard job. So anyway, we wanted to have a tyre shops.
Yeah.
Tyre shops.
Crazy.
If you're a tyre shop owner and you're watching this, I don't understand why, but like obviously we've like stretched tyres on, stuff like that. Obviously like there's certain levels that are not legal for the road. But for track cars, like there's nothing illegal about fitting a tyre to a rim or something like that. Or at least if there is, you let me know, but I don't think
there is.
I think it's
illegal for the street, but if someone wants it done to their car, like they'll pay for it and get it done. Like, that's right.
Yeah. So if like customers, like I had years ago, one of my friends, it was funny because we had a tyre machine at our house and they got a flat tyre on one of their 17x9 wheels. And if you know your sizes, that's not really that wide of a wheel. And they had a 215 45/17 on it. Now that's not really stretched. Like when we started stretching tyres, we were like, oh my gosh, this is hectic. Nowadays, I put 185s on a 10-inch and I'm like, a 215's not even stretched. Like it looks like a normal tyre to me. But they were like, no, we can't fit it. He literally didn't even have the car.
Yeah.
He literally just had the wheel and they sold him the tyre and didn't fit it. They took the tyre to my place and fit it themselves, and they don't fit tyres.
Yeah.
And they said they couldn't do it. And I was just like, what? So that was years ago, and it's still happening now.
It's still happening now.
We had a bloke come in just the other week.
Now.
Exhaust shops. It's just too hard.
Yeah.
Like, we get people coming in all the time for muffler deletes and things like that.
Yeah.
We just advise people, man, it's going to be too loud and stuff like that, but
we'll do it if you want it. Yeah. Like, we'll do it straight away.
So, mate, don't drive on the road because you can't have that.
Yeah.
But, like, what the heck?
Yeah.
It's nothing illegal about taking it out on the track and stuff like that. So
no.
There's just, I don't understand. Is that a laziness?
I don't understand either. There was
What's
that bloke.
Question?
There was that bloke who called up the shop as well one time. Like last week, he called up and he went to a tyre shop to get a wheel alignment. And
It was too hard.
it was too hard for him because it had camber.
Yeah,
They
that.
were like, what? We
And
don't
he's not
understand.
local to us either. Like
No.
he's up, probably a half an hour, 40-minute drive from us.
Yeah, and it was a track car. It wasn't.
And it was
it
a
wasn't
full
a street
track
car. It was a full track car.
Yeah.
So he had to trailer it, and they said they wouldn't do it because they couldn't do
because
it
of the camber.
because of the camber. So
Like it was 6 degrees. Just so you know, 6 degrees camber on our drift cars. Not hectic. I understand.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, mate, you got 14 degrees camber.
yeah,
I can
that's
understand
right.
some issues. But he went to a couple of places and they all just were, nah, it's too hard. So I'm
Yeah.
like, it's a really weird concept. If
remember-
someone knows some information about it,
I remember back in the day as well.
Help me.
I had a Toyota Town Ace, and I was looking to get the diff welded in it,
up the town is.
and like it was so hard to find someone that would weld the diff. Like I went to so many mechanic shops. I had to go down to Tweed to a mechanic shop down in Tweed to find this one person that said, "Yeah, I'll give it a go. I'll do it." But I went to so many mechanic shops, and they wanted nothing to do with it. Well, I'm going to pay for it. Like, why can't you just do it? Like, but I don't know. It's a weird one. It's a very weird one where people just
Yeah,
it's illegal. You
I
can't do
understand
that.
the responsibility factor, but like,
You can-
there's certain things that come with, like even if you buy, a boss kit for a car
Or a banner.
and it's not legal on the to drive it on the road, especially for like a Falcon themselves, airbags, so it's technically not legal. But the company still sells it, and it's like, I have no issue with that. You take responsibility for your own car
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But it's a really strange one, especially with
Yeah.
wheel alignments. Like I've had a couple of places that, thankfully now we know the people, and
Yeah.
gets it all sorted. But it kind of sucks because we send out a lot of parts out to other people all around the country, and I'm hoping that people don't have this issue because it's
Yeah.
not even hard.
Yeah.
I generally set up all my cars on the hoist, and then I take it up the road and get the guys just to sort
touch
out,
it in.
just to make sure it's
Yeah.
perfect, side to side.
Yeah.
So it's a real strange one for me.
So if anyone on the Gold Coast, Brisbane, anywhere, you need a car, can't find someone to align it or anything like that, come to us. We'll send it to our
We'll
blokes.
get it to the right.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't have a wheel line machine just purely because our shop is so small.
Yeah, but we
Hoist is so big
The place is like
up the road from us. So.
a minute up the
get
road.
sorted.
So yeah.
So that is weird. So if you know something, or you work at a tyre shop or exhaust shop, that you just guys like, and I guess it's probably some of the old geezer mechanics.
Yeah, don't want
And
anything to do
nah,
with
mate,
it.
it's too hard.
Yeah.
Bad enough. I kind of get it, but I'm like, at the same time, it's different. Cars
Yeah.
are different now.
Yeah.
There's so many different things. People will drive their cars to events. People, there's nothing illegal about a race car.
No, that's right.
Just recently we had a seat rail sold to us, which was a bit questionable in quality, and the company wanted to supply through us, and we were like, yeah, awesome, we'll get one, we'll suss it out, and it was terrible quality.
We were going to have to modify it because it was an FG one. It was an FG seat rail, and we're going to have to modify it and send them back, modify another one for them and send it back so
just
they
to
can
fit
make a
like
template for it and then start producing them and supplying through us. But it had been sent here, it was cut up already, it had been cut, welded shockingly, and actually bent when I stood on it.
Well, and that was technically meant to be ready to go into a car.
Into a car,
And
yes.
so we actually messaged them all back, hey, are you aware that this part is not
dodgy.
complete in a
I
way?
said so dodgily welded and so dodgily
If it's not a word, it's a word.
done. Dodgily? I don't know. But anyway, yeah,
We
it
know
was
we
so
know.
dodgy, and they said, oh, well, if you're not happy with it, send it back and we'll give it to another customer.
We'll refund you to the customer, and that's really
I was
weird to
like,
me because
no, you can't send it back yet.
I was like, there's no way he'll give this to someone.
This
I'm
is
like,
going to
man.
kill someone in
Yeah,
someone's
it
car.
was
Like,
actually
just-
generally, we're not going to say name or anything like that,
No.
but
No.
quality guys,
Yeah.
it's meant to be for a track car,
Yeah,
it
it's
needs
not,
to
it's
be
not
even
illegal.
safer.
It's not a legal thing for the street. Okay, sweet as. But in a track car, you're going faster than you would be
Everything
on the street.
Yeah,
in the corners,
if you
everything
roll
like that.
You
Yeah.
don't want the seat leaving its mounting.
Yes, because you are harnessed to your seat.
Yeah.
You
so
don't,
that was
wherever your seat goes, you will go.
that
with
was a
it.
bit
So,
concerning.
yeah.
So those people who looking at buying stuff through the shop, we will only sell things that we like the quality.
That we've liked the quality
and stand
of,
by
and we've tested, and we know that that's
not like the
fine.
vaccines. Like we will stand by our products,
Yes.
and we will not be giving people crap that we wouldn't take responsibility for. Because that's really what it is. I really want to make sure that customers got the right part.
Are you anti-vaxxers?
And all the stuff. Yeah, we're not anti that. We're just pro quality.
Yes.
And like any part we make, we'll make sure
it's tested
and works. So same as anything we sell, we will be like we treat like if we made it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd hate it to you waiting for an order for so long and you get it and it's wrong or broken.
Yeah,
like, that's just.
And I'd hate for something that we've sold to, actually hurt someone, if you know what I mean.
Especially a seat rail.
If it sort of
done all that,
something happens to the seat rail, manufacturally wise, I would hate it if it hurts someone. Like it's just we can't do that sort of stuff.
So we haven't sent the seat rail back to the guys. We're going to modify it and brace it ourselves and use it for our car.
Yeah.
Mainly we were going to send it back, but the fact that they said they're just going to sell it on.
They were just going to sell it on. I was just like, nah, you can't do that.
And look, it was we didn't get it real cheap. We paid the normal price. So.
Paid the full price for it.
Yeah,
but
so
it's just
enough of that.
That's how it is.
If you're out there making dodgy stuff, please stop making dodgy stuff because people can die. And I don't know about you and responsibility for someone, losing their life or something like that. For something you just cut corners on just to make a bit of cash.
That's right. Stop backyarding your knuckles and stuff. Stop doing that. Yeah. We send ours off to a fabricator who's been fabricating for
well over 10 years now.
Yeah, so he's an awesome
probably close to 20 now. Actually.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, about 20 years. So
before some of you were born,
you can't just do it in your backyard. I'm telling you now, it will break.
Yeah,
so just be careful.
This is not a plug. This is like a safety thing because this is what we've always been about doing, building cars properly. So moving on to the next thing. So that's enough of that. I want to talk about guys in motorsport that forgot their beginnings, particularly in drifting. And it's also one of the reasons why we started A House to get people out to the track and drift on a lower budget, and purely because it's just some dicks in there.
Yeah. Well, I'm
start at the start.
I'm different too because I've only just started too. So, but I can see where it is though. I can see where people are being chauvinistic. Really, sort of like
I don't even know what that word
I'm too cool to even talk to someone who's just starting out.
Yeah.
Or I'm too cool to go on track with these people because they drive a certain car or this and that. So it's I can see it because I've watched it for years and I've watched Dave drive for years and stuff like that, and I can see it. But I've only just started out, so Dave's has grown up with people like this as well. So.
Well, I started in 2009. I was actually driving at Parkland Showgrounds. Now they put a damn hospital there. Perfect spot for a track. They got rid of it. Put a hospital.
Bastards.
Thank you, sickos.
Thank you.
Pretty much. And
that's why they built it. COVID. They knew it was coming. They knew it was coming.
So yeah, definitely being an amateur is no one really talked to you in the pro car. And I'm not saying everyone's going to be best friends. I totally get that. But it was this weird you're one of those
standoffish.
And it's okay, I'd get it maybe the first year, but I think I was an amateur for 2 years or something. And even by the second year, it was I'm too important. And that kind of didn't discourage me, but it kind of put me in this direction of you know what? I want to be that guy that's
inclusive.
You're starting, you know what I mean? And obviously I know some people get real confident the first time they're out there and set off a bit of atmosphere. And I get even probably when we're at the track, you might be I totally get that, but always give people a little bit of extra leeway, benefit of the doubt. Sometimes they're having a rough day. You don't know quite the situation. So
yeah, that's right.
And that's obviously something I've done. I've put into kind of maybe they had a rough day and stuff like that.
That's why we try and make ourselves at the track so approachable. Come and talk to us, come and see us, ask questions about what we're doing, what the car's doing, what to do with your car. Come and ask us. We might be a bit busy, but we will make time. We might be a bit busy though.
Some obviously can't have a 20-minute conversation, but I've had a lot of
Yeah.
you guys listening have come up and stuff like that. So, look, we're obviously trying to learn the thing as well. Like, I mean, if no one knew me, no one would approach me, which I kind of don't mind that because very often the boys are like, "Where you going, mate?" I'm just going to the track.
Yeah.
But no one going. I'm like, nah, I'm going by myself.
That's why I was always like,
just-
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Every time he'd be like, I'm going on the track. I'm like, well, who are you going with? And he's like, no one. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I'm coming then.
Just
He's
go
like,
to
"Oh,
drift
okay."
because I want to drift.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I don't understand, like, you've got to interact with people.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, you guys that support us, I'd like to interact with them as with you guys as well. So it's awesome. Love the support that people giving us.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely never thought, like, I always wanted to kind of do something like this, but never knew how it would even happen. But
Yeah.
we just did what we did, and we're just doing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, be approachable.
Yeah.
If don't get all confident in captain pants when you're at the track. I guess don't just remember your beginnings.
There shouldn't be, like, there's enough diversity in the world today and enough people discriminating against people. Don't discriminate against people's cars.
Yeah,
If we drive a
the car
Falcon,
thing's a bit
like-
annoying.
We grew up with JDM cars. We drove JDM cars. I've still got one. Dave's got one. Everyone here that works at AU House has a JDM car.
Funny thing, we all actually have 33s.
Yeah, that's right.
The boys, Nick and Camo, they both have R33 4-doors. Trav himself has R33 Coupe, and I've got a C33 Laurel. So
We've all got 33.
we've all got the
A33.
Nissans. Yeah, and that's what it was. So obviously, we're doing Falcons now. I know
We
it's
love
not
them.
everyone's cup of tea. I
But
totally get that.
But they're cheap. They're cheap. That's the thing. That's why we're doing it. They're cheap to do. They're easy to drift. It's great.
Not everyone
So-
in a Falcon is just going to beat into you. Like,
Yeah.
the last few events that I've done in the white drift car, I was versing beaten up Sylvias.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah, that's
laughing
right.
because for so long people are whinging about, oh, I don't want you wrecking my import with your beaten up Falcon. And it was just the total opposite.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a weird one. And I drove the car there. They were truck cars. And I'm
Drove
like,
to the track and then drove home again. They
So-
were all trailered in, so yeah.
yeah, just don't forget your like beginnings, eh? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. If you're someone's come, just check yourself.
That's
check
what-
yourself before you wreck yourself.
That's what's
You're
good about in America too. They've got grassroots sections. They've got grassroots drifting, which is like back to like the beginnings of like trying to make it like it was at the start. Togetherness, drifting
Yeah.
with everyone, being with everyone,
Well, it's obviously
having
not gonna
fun. Like that's the best thing is drifting with your mate. It's unbelievable fun. Like it's crazy.
even in a comp setting, like Matsuri's a good vibe, majority of the time. But a competition with your mates, it is a good time because
Yeah.
like you kind of got that like mad competition. It's like you don't have to just win, but
Stuff happens. You get out. You laugh
battle,
about it. Like
the journey of it. You meet
Yeah.
new people out and about. Like I've got heaps of friends that are like Newcastle way, like Canberra way. Even South Australia. I feel the boys there, and just great people. I mean, if anything, like the most thing that's encouraged me to pursue this direction is the guys down south. Because when I went down south, all the blokes up here in Queensland are just like, I'm just so important. And I'm like, what is this whole deal? And I just thought it was everyone. But I went down south and everyone was just like, just treated me like I was, like no one knew me. A lot of people know me up here in Queensland.
Yeah.
On the Gold Coast and stuff. But over there, no one knew me. So the fact that they approached me there and the Falcon I was driving, that just like really just showed us like they're just there to drive. They're not really worried about the image that they have as a car.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm this person because I have this car.
Yeah.
Like I totally understand. Like we love our cars. We a certain way.
Yeah.
I totally get it. Like we love cars and we like certain styles of cars, and some we joke about and laugh about. What the heck is that?
Yeah.
But at no point would I say, like people roll up here Commodores and things like that. We don't hate Commodores.
No.
So we're actually gonna let everyone know because we're not going to Matsuri this one and QR. Our good friend Jesse from LS House.
Yes.
Him and his mates, they're all driving Commodores. So we're actually gonna do videos coming up soon with them.
V8 turbos.
He's got LS turbo, but only one of them's actually LS turbo. The rest are V6
A
turbo.
V6 turbo.
So,
but they do sound.
he loves his
really
Commodores,
well, really
and
good,
the boys are there to party and drive.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I was speaking to him today, and he's just like, hey, I want to come and film some stuff and let some people know. So he's got his own YouTube channel. So if you want to check that out, LS House.
Yep.
On YouTube. I've been giving a couple tips. Not that I'm a YouTube expert, but just make his YouTube videos a little bit shorter, just so it's a bit more bearable.
Yeah.
But
because
we're
it's the era of the TikTok 10-second videos, and you spend.
I know some
get
people
5 seconds in your. Oh, don't
some people haven't even got to this point of this video.
No,
We basically, if you don't watch TikTok, you're still with us. If you watch TikTok, you didn't even hear this. How good. So final thing,
check out Renrag on TikTok as well.
Yeah, Renrag.
Jesse, it's one of the boys.
He's just too funny.
He makes some hilarious AU Falcon content on TikTok.
I'm actually slightly concerned to give him a camera and just film his day in, day out stuff. Because there'd be a lot of bleeping, beeping out.
But it'll be funny.
Yeah. However, final thing that really, we're going to wrap this thing up. I know back in the day, in the 2000s, people had intercoolers and cut the bumpers out.
Yeah.
Your intercooler was the most important thing.
Like the R33 M spec bars. Oh my god, they looked so hideous. And so many people ruined them. Now they're worth like $600 a bar. So
very expensive.
Yeah, very expensive.
But that was the era. 180SX bumpers. Like I remember my dad. He's a mechanic as well. Like I was obviously a young guy, and I still remember like 180s and Skylines and stuff that came into his shop. And I just remember the bottom of the bumper cut off an intercooler.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that you can fit an intercooler without cutting that off because I've done it.
Or the VL turbos as well.
VL turbos. That's probably where it started.
Yeah.
They don't fit on a VL. So if you're always like, why does a VL intercooler always have to hang out? Well, they just don't.
They don't. Yeah.
So that's why. But this new style of thing, the dreaded, and if you're someone who's got this, we'll give you a virtual hug because pop and crackle tunes. I said it. Why?
I cannot stand it.
Look, we personally can't stand it. We might be just because we're getting old. But
No. It sounds so bad, eh? Like, I don't know.
Well, I'd like to explain myself why.
Yeah.
This is why I think it's crap. Because 1, it doesn't enhance performance at all.
Not at all.
2, it attracts police attention.
Yep.
Like ridiculous. And 3, it's just loud and so pointless. And it could be I'm getting old.
It's ridiculous.
But it just doesn't help any performance. That's my main thing. It doesn't help any performance. No. So your car's just as fast and it's really pointlessly loud. And like I do like a pop and crackle of an exhaust that's naturally done from like
a burble, things like that. Yeah, burble
like
down.
Heavy, maybe if it was a real light pop and crackle tune, where it was like under real heavy throttle.
Or like my Skyline
his Skyline when it's cold.
Yeah. No,
Benny might be listening. It's fairly warm, Benny. Definitely not a cold.
No. It doesn't when it's hot too. But anyway, it's massive bang.
Pop and bang and thing that's
on
fine.
limiter, but yeah.
But your BRZ or your bloody
mate, I remember driving the Skyline with a mate in the car, and we were driving next to this I was just driving through Gold Coast, coming here, and this BRZ was right next to me. And I'm like, what the hell is this bloke? And we drove along, and as we're driving along, he's like, bum, 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 bum. So what is this? And he's like, trying to race me. And I'm like, what are you doing, man? And he was just coming up, revving past me, and then just getting off his throttle again, going, bum, 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 going up the lights. I'm like, oh my God, that is so hideous. Seriously.
If you're a tuner doing this, please just say no.
Oh.
Say no. Protect the future generation. I know. I guess some people like bloody Falcon shouldn't be doing this, and it kind of like they say just don't drive a Falcon.
Even one of the boys has that pop and crackle tune, but he bought the car with it. No, did he buy it? He bought it with it. I'm pretty sure.
That's his excuse.
I'm pretty sure he did, but I reckon he got it done. But yeah, his FG has it, and I'm just like,
oh no. No, he got it done.
Oh, he did too, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
hideous.
he's not our friend.
Dude, it's
anymore.
hideous.
We've banished him.
If you're watching this, Sam, tell him. Tell him it's hideous.
But yeah, look, I don't know why, but look, I think for the greater good, we should stop.
Yes. Yeah. Horrible.
Obviously a natural pop and crackle tune, kind of like, you know, you're thrashing the car and off throttle, bit more rich and has, you know, under heavy temperature, heavy like track use.
RX-7 on DXL blowing flames is that's glorious.
Yeah,
that
that's
is
cool.
glorious.
Yes.
Other than that, don't do it, man.
Please don't. Yeah.
Don't.
Unless you got some serious power, like a turbo Bowser or something, like E85 kind of pops, you know, like things like totally acceptable. But my main thing is there's no performance gain. Like, what's the extra point? Like,
yeah, that's right.
I don't even like a loud exhaust. Like, if it doesn't gain anything, then what was the point? I mean, I know, like, when you get a car, you're excited. You know, like, you're getting in the car scene, so I totally understand that.
Yeah, definitely.
I've definitely put an exhaust in my car when I got my license.
I've definitely had back in when I was young. I'm old, but I remember buying a tip from. Remember those
super cheap tip?
Yes.
Oh,
and it was like
they are terrible to weld.
It was an anodized, like.
Oh god.
It was weird, eh? Like, it was like yellow anodized, and then you just screwed it onto the back of your exhaust. And that was on my first car that I ever bought, like when I was like 16. And I bought it and I did it and I thought I was so cool, eh? I thought I was killing it, eh? And then I realised, like, about 6 months later, I was just like, what is this thing on my car? Like, why am I doing this sort of stuff?
Getting into the depths.
So
dial up into.
Yeah, we understand. I understand.
Yeah, obviously there's an excitement.
Especially back in the day, chromies were it. People had wheels on their car that was worth more than the car that they had it on. Like a Mazda, 1982 Mazda 626 with like $3,000 19-inch chromies on it, or 18-inch
which are worth
chromies.
$200 nowadays.
Yeah, volts. Yeah. If you don't know, you know.
Yeah, if you know volts, we were tempted.
Yes, I'm very tempted to put it on one of our drift cars and just have it, but
yeah, we were kind of. I don't know what we did, but we convinced ourselves probably not.
Just genuines now.
Yeah, genuine volts.
Yeah. Oh, genuine volts.
Oh,
could have them.
Pause them up. I think that's it, actually.
Yeah.
We've gone for about half an hour.
We did say we're only going to be 10 minutes, but when we get talking stuff, I didn't want to swear, but when we get talking stuff about stuff, it's we can talk about stuff.
Yeah, so that'll be it. Thank you guys for watching. Check out the store, support us, greatly appreciated.
Please.
Remember, all the proceeds from the jumpers are going to Transformation Ministries. Ministries, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Transformation.
There's two names.
Yep.
From Transformation Church. So we're still doing that, helping people get out. Help people. It's a rehab program, so get our drugs in that hole. Definitely very important to us. So
the stickers have changed as well. They've got a coating over them now. Sticker quality is going up now. What do they call that again?
Stickers. They've got vinyl on it. The sticker. So
that's right.
Yeah, let us know if you've had any issues with the stickers. Just send us through your invoice number that you got through the store, and we're looking at send us a photo if it's coming off or whatnot, and we'll send you out a freshie. So
sock gang, get onto them. Get onto them, people.
That just keep us moving. All the stuff. BA callovers are happening. There's all little things happening. So we are keen for that. Thank you again for your support. Peace out.